Now, the South Korean Constitutional Court has held its final hearing on President Park Geun-hye's impeachment trial. Meanwhile, the main opposition party is calling for the impeachment of Prime Minister and acting President Hwang Kyo-ahn after he refused to extend an investigation into President Park's corruption scandal. Hwang Kyo-ahn rejected a prosecutor's request to continue looking into allegations of influence peddling involving Park. Now, she's accused of taking part in a multi-million-dollar extortion racket. And for more on this story, Adam Reed joins us now live from Seoul. Adam, we're hearing that President Park has actually just made a statement in Seoul. Can you tell us what she said?
Yes, absolutely. President Park not in the court, exercising her presidential immunity from attending, but she did release a prepared statement which was read out again, and it basically went along the lines of saying that she was not advancing her own interests with anything that she's done, and was never involved in receiving improper requests from large companies here in South Korea, including in particular Samsung. So that's the point that she's sticking with the whole time. She has apologized for anything that's been brought badly upon the country, and obviously she wants to get on with things as well. The prosecution, they've had their say as well, and they've been given their closing arguments, and they've really focused on all of the charges put against President Park, particularly those corruption allegations and the involvement of her friend Choi Soon-sil as well. I mean, they've basically picked up on other things during her time in power as well, including the very tragic Seoul ferry disaster of 2014, where 304 people were killed, and 7 hours of the president's time during crucial times when people could have been rescued potentially have still not been accounted for. So they've really gone back over all of the weight of evidence that seems to be against the president during this whole time, but the president saying that she's done nothing wrong.
Okay, and then where do the charges and the appeals process go now?
Yeah, well, as you say, the acting president and prime minister, he has not given permission for a further extension to the charges brought again for more hearing here, which has caused the opposition parties they want to impeach him now. So there could be further impeachment things carrying on. But at the same time, where it leaves us now, well, the closing arguments are done, and a verdict is expected within the next couple of weeks or so. The intention is to give a couple of days warning that when a verdict is going to end up coming. In terms of how the public are going to react to this as well, President Park's approval rating is already at an all-time low, so something like 8 in 10 every South Korean here in South Korea disapproves of her being in power. So there's potentially a potential for a power vacuum to carry on being that if she's not impeached, if it's not upheld, then she's going to remain in power, and that's going to be bad news for everyone. But what could happen over the next couple of weeks, there was expected to be more protests every weekend. People have been taking to streets in the hundreds of thousands, up to 1 million supposedly last weekend, taking to the streets of Seoul. So it's going to be within the next couple of weeks where an official verdict is going to come out, but don't expect that it's going to end there, because there could be more indictments, more impeachments to come.
Okay, Adam Reed joining us there from Seoul. Thanks so much for that.